Without plunder on Warzone 2, a lot of people are still struggling to rank up their weapons, so in this video I'm going to show you the current fastest way to rank up weapons on Warzone 2, and really we only have two options, either DMZ or Battle Royale. I've tested how quickly we get XP in each mode, and Battle Royale can technically be faster and offer more XP per minute for your weapons, but the consistency isn't great. You've got to get your weapons first of all, and dying is a lot more likely than it is in DMZ. Whereas in DMZ, you can at least choose the weapon you spawn in with, but if you die, you have a couple of hours of cool-off period on that weapon before choosing it again to spawn in with. So none of these options are as easy as plunder or multiplayer in Modern Warfare 2. But continuing on DMZ, its consistency of getting your preferred weapon is boosted XP-wise when doing contracts in there and killing lots of bots along the way. You can essentially farm the bots once you get used to how to fight them, but losing the option of keeping a weapon when you die is tough. So you would either have to extract and keep the weapon of choice, have a good amount of contraband weapons, or extract cash to reduce the cooldown time on your weapon and class loadout of choice. Obviously the bots can be insane on there, and there are other real world players to contend with, so extracting is by no means guaranteed each game. And when playing on your own, this is only amplified. So play with a squad as often as possible on there. Head over to my Discord, by the way, if you are looking for teammates or want to chat COD in general. The link for that is down in the description. So really the best method to ranking up weapons in my opinion is to start in DMZ, even though the theoretical limit of weapon XP is lower, just because we can at least spawn in with our weapon. Then we want to go to town in this mode, slay bots, other operators, and do contracts as much as possible until we die and lose our weapon. Then when this happens, we move over to Battle Royale. Ranking up guns in Battle Royale is made slightly easier now because we can buy our weapons from the buy station for just 2,500, and the loadouts drop a lot earlier, making getting our weapons much less of a pain than it was previously. We'll still want to land far away from where most of the lobby will likely land, so far away from the flight path and more popular places like Observatory. This'll just give us enough time to get our weapon and ensure the area isn't too contested. Then once we do have our weapon of choice, we want to do contracts and specifically intel missions, which are basically recons from Warzone 1. These are great because they are easy and quick and will give us 5,000 weapon XP per completion. This is the same amount as killing a bounty, but of course much easier. If these intel contracts are used up or are quite far away, then safecrackers are the next best option, giving us 3,000 weapon XP and a lot of cash too. With double XP tokens on, this is an incredible 10,000 and 6,000 weapon XP per contract completion. Just do a couple of these contracts per game and you can be absolutely flying through the ranks. Just be sure to keep the weapon out that you want to rank up when completing the contract. This is the only one that receives the XP. So we basically want to do as many of these contracts as possible, then when they start to dry up towards the end of the game, start playing for the win and taking advantage of the money you've collected from the contracts, and this is a great way to go. You get a little bit of XP for just being alive with your weapon out, then of course you get even more for killing other players and ranking highly in a game too. This way we can squeeze as much XP out of each game as possible. Hopefully this combined technique helps you out when ranking up weapons on Warzone 2. If you want to know how to get the best free skins on here, by the way, check out this video or head over to this best settings video to make the game as easy as possible.